It's almost game time. We are an hour away. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Fantasy Football Today here on Twitch. For the next 55 minutes or so, we're going to be answering your questions, helping you set your lineup. I'm Adam Azer with Frank Stanfield. Chris Towers is going to join us later. I'm a little nervous, very excited right now. A lot of emotions going on. I keep checking my lineups. Like, I'm very paranoid, and I almost started Julio Jones in one lineup, so I'm glad I checked, Frank. But right now, I'm kind of freaking out, but ready to go. It's a fun, also nervous time.
Yeah, you're definitely right, and this is a time where people tend to overthink things. I would say, for the most part, go with the guys that got you here. Of course, we had some late news early this morning. Brandon Cooks is not going to play today. That affects things. Leonard Fournette is out, so I know that you are someone who's excited to get Ronald Jones in your lineup, which means Keyshawn Vaughn's probably going to get 20 touches today, Adam.
I think that basically I'm thinking, like, what are we talking about on Twitch today? Who's difficult to rank this week? And basically my answer is every RB2. Every running back that's not like top 8. But Ronald Jones just vaulted ahead of everybody there. Like, he's not ahead of Cook. I would start him over Kamara. Would you start Ronald Jones or Kamara?
I would still start Kamara, but I understand why you have the decision. It's close. I moved Ronald Jones up to RB13, so right outside my top 12, but he's in that range that you're talking about. And I think you're right, Adam. We have decisions to make about running backs who are going to play later on in the day where we just don't really know what their workload is going to be, how healthy they are. DeAndre Swift is a person we're getting questions about. Clyde Edwards-Helaire plays earlier, but we don't know what he's going to look like. Same thing with Josh Jacobs. We're still waiting to see if he's going to be active. It seems like it's trending that way, but we have questions about those running backs that are in that solid RB2 range.
Yeah, absolutely. So like Jonathan Taylor versus Mike Davis. I keep getting that question. That one's tough. I'm just putting Ronald Jones ahead of anybody that I have workload questions about, anyone that I don't know if they're any good, like Mike Davis. So, hopefully that's an easy answer for everybody now. All right, let's see what some of the questions are here from Kyle. Robbie Anderson or Jonathan Taylor or J.D. McKissick? Robbie Anderson, Jonathan Taylor, or J.D. McKissick? That's impossible. That's a tough one.
It's very close. I have Jonathan Taylor inside my top 12, though, so I feel like the past 2 games that he has been active, they have been turning things over to him, and he's looked good, and it's a strong matchup, so he's inside my top 12. I would go with JT.
Brady or Herbert from Funky4 Fan. Brady or Herbert?
Yeah, I like both of these quarterbacks today, and I'm going to go with Herbert just because there's been so much volume. It's I believe it's 49 or more pass attempts in 3 straight games, and it's a really good matchup. I know the Falcons defense has played better recently. I like both of these guys, but I would go with Herbert.
T.Y. Hilton from Fart Guy 10. Very, very mature.
Poor guy.
T.Y. Hilton, Chase Claypool, Kiki QT, or Tyler Boyd?
Yeah, QT is one of those players that vaulted up the rankings as a result of Brandon Cooks being out. So I moved him up to a high-end wide receiver 3, and I like him the most of that group.
From Powdery Donut, Giovanni Bernard or Amari Cooper, PPR?
Amari Cooper for me. Revenge game for Dalton. I think he looks pretty good today.
Yeah. By the way, that's from Powdery Donut. What kind of donut do you get? You go to Dunkin' Donuts, what do you get?
Oh, well, you probably know by now that my eating habits are like a 10-year-old, Adam. So I'm just going to go with the chocolate frosted. The normal donut, chocolate frosting with the rainbow sprinkles.
Exactly what it is. Yeah, that's the perfect answer. From the Maestro, I need the best 4 PPR: Mike Evans, Deebo Samuel, Tyler Lockett, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, and Amari Cooper. Pick 4: Evans, Deebo, Lockett, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, Amari Cooper.
I would go Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, Tyler Lockett, and Mike Evans.
Okay. Let's go to the other guy, 94. You ever see the other guys? Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Miles Sanders or DeAndre Washington? Oh, DeAndre Washington. Yes, we talk about him as well. Sanders or Washington?
Yeah, this is another one. I think other people are more excited about DeAndre Washington than I am. It's a solid matchup, kind of a revenge game, not really. But I would go with Miles Sanders here. I know it's not a good matchup, but they're talking up this read option. I'm hoping that Jalen Hurts being there, helps open things up for Miles Sanders. Tough matchup, but I really just don't want to trust DeAndre Washington today. I have him as a solid flex option just behind Gio Bernard, Duke Johnson, and Kareem Hunt.
How come? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of work to be had there.
I still think Patrick Laird's going to be involved. They're going to throw. I feel like Laird is probably the pass catching running back on this team, and they're likely playing from behind. So I don't know how many rushing attempts there's going to be for Washington here.
I don't know, Laird, they don't really give him much work.
Our Laird and Savior. Come on, Adam.
Our Laird and Savior. Yeah, I don't know. He has 7 catches this year. I don't love DeAndre Washington. I think that the Dolphins are a solid team, but I think they might get destroyed today. And I'm not just saying, I think it's a risk because you say they're going to play from behind. I just think they might have a really bad game. So I'm not going to make all of my DeAndre Washington decisions based on that because, it's just a kind of a gut feeling. But, for example, the Cleveland Browns are a good team, right? Week 1, they got crushed by the Ravens. Then they played the Steelers like 5 weeks ago. They got crushed. So they just weren't in that weight class at that time. That's kind of how I feel about the Dolphins versus the Chiefs. And I worry about Tua in this spot. I just worry about them having one of those really lousy offensive games. But that said, you still have a lot of workload there. So that's why I view him as a low end number 2.
You would use him over Miles Sanders?
I know.
Yeah.
I just have so much respect for the Saints. The Saints are just so good. They're suffocating running backs right now. You talk about a team that could get blown out and have a horrible game offensively. I think the Eagles. But let's let the people decide here. Let's do Miles Sanders, DeAndre Washington, and pick one more. Dobbins?
No, why don't we put Giovanni Bernard and Duke Johnson in that mix as well? Those 4. Because I've been getting a lot of questions about those running backs all day long.
All right. So Gio, Miles Sanders, Duke Johnson, DeAndre Washington.
Yep.
All right. Question here from Strahan Tuck Osi. Yeah, I'm representing today. I am fired up for football today.
What a front runner. Like, I haven't seen you wear a Giants jersey all season long. Now they beat the Seahawks. You're wearing a Giants jersey. What is this?
I'm not a front runner. Don't even get me.
My, I've never seen you wear a jersey ever. This is insane.
It's inappropriate. It's unprofessional to wear a jersey, but I don't care today. This is like a playoff game. All right. We gotta get a win. I'm just fired up for football. That's basically what it is. So the question is non-PPR, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins, or Tyler Lockett?
Yeah, Swift is one of those tough ones, but I'm going to go with him. I believe he's going to be active. There was something that came out a little bit ago about an inconclusive COVID test for him, but he is going to play. Schefter cleared that up, and it's a really, really strong matchup for Swift. So solid RB2. I would use him.
All right, from Professor Suarez, Josh Jacobs or A.J. Brown, half PPR? Oh, that's an easy Josh Jacobs question. That's A.J. Brown for sure.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah, Jacobs makes me nervous too.
Yeah, I have him in that same range. I have him one spot behind DeAndre Swift. These are running backs where if they were completely healthy and we didn't have any concerns, they would be ranked inside the top 12. But because we have those concerns, they're a little bit lower than usual.
Exactly. Crazy Bayesian. I'm always going to pronounce it that way. I don't care what Chris Tower says. I lost Myles Gaskin. Should I start Raheem Mostert or DeAndre Washington in PPR?
It's close, but I would lean with Mostert.
From Trosboro, PPR, Kiki QT or Michael Pittman?
Kiki.
Fat Pat the River Rat. What is up, fellas? Just wanted to say what up and good luck. Oh, good luck to you, Pat.
Well, thanks, Pat.
He's the man. From, let's see. Where are you? I lost you. Chadar. There you are. Terry McLaurin or Cole Beasley, half PPR?
Yeah, Beasley's been hot, but I think that's overthinking it. I would still go with McLaurin.
All right. From Sicilian Sith, Michael Thomas or Gio, standard scoring?
Still Michael Thomas.
Excuse me. I'm going to be the spoiled host here. Okay. Where's our Twitch poll? I can't work under these conditions. It's been like at least a minute and a half. Frank, what were the Twitch poll? It was Gio, Washington, Sanders, and
Duke Johnson.
All right. Sorry. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I lost my cool. It's the jersey. It's the Beckham jersey. I'm divaing. Katie's other you're laughing, right? You know I'm joking. Frank? Okay.
No, I mean, I've never seen the side of you before. I don't know what's going on, Adam.
All right. Katie's other burner account. DJ Chark or Kiki QT, PPR?
Kiki.
From Maki Boy, Hollywood Brown, Sterling Shepard, or Mike Williams, PPR?
I like Mike Williams. I think there's a lot of pass volume again today. He's been very inconsistent, but strong matchup. Give me Mike.
From Stump, Dallas Goddard or Mike Gesicki, PPR?
I think I have these guys back to back in my ranks. You just don't know who Jalen Hurts is going to lean on here in this matchup, and we could see more Zach Ertz. Gesicki's look good. I'll go with Gesicki, but it is super close.
All right, the Twitch poll is up. The baby has gotten his bottle. Thank you, guys. From SA3 Roman. And by the way, SA3 Roman, I see what you did there. I see the little letter you slipped in there to try to make me say something bad, and I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it, dude. I have Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and James Conner. Who am I sitting?
You are sitting Kareem Hunt.
From Kyle, Matt Forte or LaDainian Tomlinson?
Oh, definitely LT.
Come on. What kind of question is that?
Come on.
From JC Pena, Taysom Hill or Matty Ice?
Taysom Hill. I have Taysom Hill ranked inside my top 10. I moved him ahead of Deshaun Watson today just because Watson is without Cooks, but it's still close there. Matt Ryan, I think you have to devalue him just a little bit because he doesn't have Julio Jones. Hill, since he's taken over, is the QB7 in fantasy points per game. So,
yeah, is he really?
Yep.
No, he's not. You're lying.
Why would I lie, Adam? I have no ties to Taysom Hill at all.
That sounds strange. Because he didn't have a very good game against the Broncos. He's only played 3 games.
He just runs so much. I think he has 4 rushing touchdowns in 3 games. Yeah. In the past 3 games.
From Steve, Josh Jacobs or Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor.
From Houday Nation 406. Sanders need a flex and a wide receiver. Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Washington, Debo, Marvin Jones, Tyler Boyd. So let's pick a wide receiver first. Debo, Marvin Jones, or Tyler Boyd?
Marvin Jones.
And then a flex. Debo, Boyd, Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Washington.
I just don't really like any of those running backs. Kareem Hunt's role has diminished. He hasn't been healthy. They're not really throwing him the ball either. I'll take Debo. I'll go with the wide receivers for both.
Who do you think is winning the Twitch poll? Gio, Washington, Sanders, or Duke?
I think that it's Washington.
He is in 3rd place, like way behind the top 2. Way behind.
Probably Gio then.
He's in 2nd place.
Okay, who's weird?
Sanders or Duke Johnson? Who do you think is winning?
How bad am I at this game? I'll say it's Sanders then.
It is. It's Sanders. He has 44% of the vote. Gio 39%. DeAndre Washington 13%. Duke Johnson 3%. Okay. Yeah. Look, Brandon Cooks is out now. Will Fuller is out. Duke Johnson had 6 catches last week, and David Johnson played. Duke Johnson in PPR, I wouldn't vote for him there. But in PPR, I mean, I could see him really getting like 8 targets in this game. That's a lot to really predict, but you could see it being like a J.D. McKissic situation here. That's David Johnson, Brandon Cooks, and Will Fuller all out. So Jordan Akins, everybody, has officially become a sleeper. And Bears are terrible against tight ends. All right, that's a really interesting game. We're going to see what happens. All right, from Mac. I need a flex for PPR. Michael Pittman, Antonio Brown, Ty Johnson, Jamal Williams, DeAndre Washington. Ooh, all right, can we get DeAndre Washington from Frank?
Yeah, that's one of the situations where I would use Washington.
All right, Chef said NYC. Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, Terry McLaurin, Debo Samuel, and Corey Davis. Pick 2. Godwin, Deontay, McLaurin, Debo, Corey Davis. Pick 2. Wow.
It's close. I will go with Godwin and Deontay.
This is one of those where you got 5 players, 5 good options for 2 spots. You have like a 3% chance of getting it right. You know? When you have so many players, when you have 5 players for 2 spots, you pick the best 2. It's fantasy's fun. All right, from NMI Sale 98. PPR League, Jacobs or Mike Davis?
I have Mike Davis ranked higher. I think that obviously he's not going to be anywhere as good as Christian McCaffrey, but he's still been playing, I think it's close to 70% of the snaps in the games that McCaffrey has missed most recently. So I expect that again today. It's an okay matchup. I'll use him ahead of Jacobs.
And on PPR League, Phillip Lindsay or DeAndre Washington?
Washington.
All right. I'm going to have to just refresh my Twitch page here. So I might lose a few of your questions. I'm going to get to some of the more recent ones. And we welcome you, by the way. We're here for another 40 minutes or so, answering your questions and talking about a Christmas movie very soon. Frank just saw Christmas Vacation for the first time ever. We're going to see if he liked it. All right, let's get to some more questions from Fredo Jr. Hayden Hurst, Logan Thomas, or Jordan Akins, PPR?
Logan Thomas, but man, I have such a love-hate relationship with that guy. Every time I play him, he puts up a dud. So proceed with caution, but I would use Logan Thomas there.
Oh, Schrager just sent me a note because Schrager's 14 years old, 22, something like that. And he had never seen Christmas Vacation either, so he watched it. And somebody on Twitter was like, I watched Christmas Vacation per your recommendation, and it was terrible. We couldn't even watch 5 minutes. Schrager said it was fantastic. So I'm very happy to hear that. Frank, 3 more questions, then I want your movie review. Here we go. Deadpool, Juju Smith-Schuster or Devontae Parker?
I will go with Juju.
The Mike G, 803. Sit one in PPR. Mike Davis, DeAndre Swift, Allen Robinson. Mike Davis, DeAndre Swift, Allen Robinson. Sit one.
Yeah, this goes back to what we said not too long ago. If we knew Swift was 100% healthy and didn't have any concerns over the concussions, then I would probably be starting him. But out of those 3, I would actually bench him.
From 1-2 Menti, Kiki QT, Amari Cooper, or Brandon Ayuk, half PPR?
Amari Cooper.
Those are good options there. From Gambino, Mike Williams or Devontae Parker?
Parker there.
From TrueFan92, Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, or Jared Cook?
Goddard.
From Fly Eagles 234, not so good. Jonnu or Gronk?
Gronk.
From Ricky Bobby, Chubb or CEH?
Chubb.
Let's get your Christmas Vacation movie review starring Chevy Chase and Johnny Galecki of The Big Bang Theory. What do you got?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and I had very high expectations coming in because people have talked this up. One of the best Christmas movies. It lived up to it. It was raunchy. It was funny. It was wild. Chevy Chase is a maniac, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
It's great. It's great. And it's got a lot of heart. It just makes you feel good. One of our listeners recommended a show for me, a TV show, not Christmas or anything. I won't say the show. And I started watching it, and we fell asleep. It was Friday night. We fell asleep after like 5 minutes. So I just wrote him back. I was like, I watched it. I'm into it. We're going to start watching, I didn't get through anything. And he says to me, he's like, good, you're going to like it. It's got one of the best surprise endings ever, like Usual Suspects. It's like, why? You didn't ruin the ending, but why did you tell me that? Now I'm going to be looking for it. What kind of crap is that, man?
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Don't say anything.
That's TV etiquette. Some people like things to be ruined for them. Like, my fiance goes to Wikipedia, IMDb, we'll read about the movie or show before we even watch it. Why would you do that? Why? Come on.
Wild. So I'm kind of annoyed about that. All right, from ZT Robbins, Watson or Tannehill, 6 point.
Tannehill.
From a name that I will not read. This is so disgusting. I don't even know if I want to read your question. I'm not going to. It's disgusting. From Ross Brooklyn. I'm going to send it to you, Frank, so you know what we're dealing with here. I'm going to put it in the Slack channel. This is really inappropriate. Come on. Get woke, dude. Oh, I sent it only to Schrager. Hold on. I can send it to you. Okay, here we go.
If it's really as bad as you say, if you send it without context to Schrager, he might.
No, he's watching. He knows what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I can't say that's wrong.
Yep.
Half PPR. Jacobs, Gio, Mostert, Hines. Jacobs, Gio, Mostert, Hines.
I would go with. That's where I would use Jacobs, but it helps that you have Hines in that same game. So if somehow Jacobs is not good before the game and he's ruled out, you can just pivot to Hines.
We had our most competitive, nail-biting Twitch poll of all time, people. Pick one. Gio, Sanders, Washington, Duke. Gio gets 39 votes. Sanders, 38 votes. Giovanni Bernard with the win. And I voted for the guy who got 9 votes, and that was DeAndre Washington. All right, from Damon. Kiki Cutie, Mike Evans, or James Conner?
Man, that is really close between James Conner and Mike Evans.
Mike Evans scores all the time.
If it's full PPR, I would go Evans. If it's half or non, I would go Conner.
What game are you most looking forward to this week?
Obviously, the Jets. Come on, Adam.
I think I'd like to watch the Bucs game.
That game is going to be fun.
The Sunday night game is Pittsburgh Buffalo for sure. But
that's great.
It's not that one. I mean, to be honest with you, this is kind of a crappy slate.
There are games that have awesome fantasy implications that are just not good NFL games.
There's only a good, like Denver, Carolina, no playoff implications. Dallas, Cincinnati, no. Houston, Chicago, not really. Minnesota, Tampa Bay, yes. I mean, Chicago's in the race, but they suck. Tennessee, Jacksonville, yes for Tennessee. But a game where both teams have playoff implications, you're looking at Arizona and the Giants, Kansas City, Miami, Colts, Raiders, not the Lions, not really the Eagles. I guess they have an outside chance. Washington, San Francisco, sort of.
The Colts, Raiders is actually probably underrated from an actual NFL perspective.
Raiders, I think, is going to be somewhat of I don't really, those teams are kind of boring, I think, but it's a game. So I would say that Minnesota, Tampa Bay would be if I could watch one game, it would be that one.
I like that call.
All right, from Air Jet Life FT, I need 2 of 3 half PPR. Darnell Mooney, Renfro, or Rashard Higgins?
Higgins against the Ravens. Renfro against the Colts. And the other one was who? Mooney?
Yeah. Mooney. Oh.
Yeah, I would use Mooney there.
Oh, you would? I was just joking. But okay, you can use Mooney.
It's a good matchup.
We have another Twitch poll up. All right, I'm going Odell on this one. I never said to put another Twitch poll up. I make the decisions on the Twitch polls. This is a good one, though. I like good decision, guys. Gio, QT, Curtis Samuel, or T. Higgins? You put T. Higgins on. Who's going to vote for T. Higgins, Schrager? You need someone to finish in last? Come on now. It's a 2-person race between QT and Samuel right now over Gio.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would go with QT personally.
Yeah, he's kind of running away with it right now. Sorry, guys. I'm just joking around. I'm in my Beckham diva mood. From Play Deadbolt. Dance with who brung you? What if that's Miles Sanders? Pick 2. 2 running backs and 2 flexes in PPR. So let's start with the running backs. Miles Sanders, Josh Jacobs, Giovanni Bernard, and Raheem Mostert.
Jacobs.
And
Gio
Sanders, Mostert. Now a flex. Sanders, Gio, QT. PPR.
QT.
Who's all right. Juju or Parker?
Parker.
Okay. Fly Eagles, Jonnu or Gronk?
Gronk.
From Kippo, Kiki, CEH, Chark, Parker, Claypool.
CEH.
Okay. From mayhem.com, Jacobs or Hunt, standard scoring.
Jacobs.
I'm going to read that with a very .com voice. From Ichuka, I never know how to pronounce that one. Ronald Jones, Allen Robinson, I'm guessing. Nick Chubb. Maybe it's James. Pick 3. Ronald Jones, Robinson, Chubb, or CEH. Who are you sitting?
CEH. Pretty
easy. ASY. Am I right? From Scantron 3, non-PPR wide receiver 2, Godwin or Davis?
I think at non-PPR, you got to lean with the running back, right? I'll go with Davis.
Corey Davis. Godwin or Corey Davis?
Godwin.
And then Corey Davis or DeAndre Swift, non-PPR?
Swift.
M. Reed 23, choose 2 in PPR. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Giovanni Bernard, J.D. McKissick, and Duke Johnson. Who's the easy one there? CEH, Gio, McKissick, Duke.
In PPR, it's probably McKissick.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would go McKissick CEH, and
I just need 2.
yep, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Above and beyond. I like it. From C-Jack 8, Mike Davis, Todd Gurley, or J.D. McKissick?
Davis.
From Gambino 49, Higgins, Beasley, Gage, or Hunter Henry? I need 2. Higgins, Beasley, Gage, Hunter Henry.
Beasley for sure. Hunter Henry, been a little inconsistent recently. Eckler stealing the targets now that he's back. Who were the other 3? It was Henry and...
Okay, it was Hunter Henry, T. Higgins, Cole Beasley, and Russell Gage. Pick 2. PPR.
I'll go with Beasley and Higgins.
From Fredo again. I think we answered this one. You said Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas over Hurst and Akins. From Slick, non-PPR, Debo Samuel, Cole Beasley, or Alan Lazard? Debo, Beasley, or Lazard?
Debo.
Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee, the thing that Chris made me try?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to find it, but I threw it out.
Didn't you? You enjoyed it, right?
Oh, God, it was awful. Odell doesn't need no Chef Boyardee, man. All right. I got a real chef named Boyardee. From, did I read the question?
I don't think so.
Debo, Mostert, or Kiki?
If it is PPR, I would go with Kiki. If it is half or non, I would go with Mostert.
Team name Tuesday for you indie rock fans. Death Cab for QT. You know them? Death Cab for QT, Frank? Chris knows them.
Yeah. I mean, Chris knows everything music related.
Yeah, he does, yeah. No, Death Cab's great, actually. One of the good...
I don't think
one of the better indie bands.
What is their most known song?
Their most known song would be... Oh, God. I know the ones that aren't the most known. That's the problem. They came out with they had a big hit. I don't know. I'll Google it. Can't remember. I can't think right now. From J Mob. Pick 1. Or pick 2. A running back and a flex. PPR. Mostert. Sanders. Mike Davis.
Mike Davis.
Now a flex. Mostert. Sanders. Tim Patrick. T.Y. Hilton. Or Duke Johnson.
Mostert.
Okay. What was the name of that song? Moving on from Law Library. Gallman or Ayuk? PPR. Ooh, that's tough.
I will still go with Gallman. Gallman.
Soul meets body. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba. Goes like that. And I Will Follow You Into the Dark, which is just extremely depressing. Those are 2 of the more popular ones, but they're not my favorites. From Richie Fit. Austin Eckler, Chris Carson, or Derrick Henry? Pick 2.
Wow, that's a pretty good problem to have. Obviously, you're using Derrick Henry for sure. I'll use Eckler over Carson.
All right, from Maki Boy again. Hollywood Brown, Sterling Shepard, or Mike Williams?
I think I answered this earlier, and I think I said Mike Williams.
Hope you did. From Go Irish. Start 2 flex, please. Half PPR. DeAndre Washington, Sammy Watkins, Pollard, Fournette, Ty Johnson, Phillip Lindsay.
Washington.
And Watkins, Pollard, Fournette. He's inactive. Ty Johnson, Phillip Lindsay.
Lindsay, I think you just hope that he breaks one off. It's a great matchup against the Panthers. Won't get more than 10 to 12 touches, but he could break one.
Okay. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to get some fresh ones here. Get some fresh ones. Zeke or Swift. I saw that one. That's a good one. Zeke or Swift?
Zeke.
I haven't had a lot of Zeke questions. It's the first one. PPR, Ayuk or Antonio Brown?
Ayuk.
It's got this Kiki QT running away with that Twitch poll, by the way. All right, from Jay Korn. PPR, start 1, Giovanni Bernard, J.D. McKissick, DeAndre Washington.
McKissick.
Ebron or Goddard?
Ebron.
How many catches for McKissick today?
7.
That's what I was going to say. Get out of my head. Yeah. From Ace 207, Miles Sanders or DeAndre Washington? Throwback. First half hour of the show, yeah.
Sanders.
Yeah, I guess I'd go Washington, but it's very close. Ronald Jones or Jonathan Taylor?
Another one that's super close, but I would go with Taylor.
From the maestro. Oh, this decision I'm making in one of my leagues: Josh Allen or Ryan Tannehill.
I would go have him back to back. I have Tannehill one spot higher.
Hey, if anybody out there is in an IDP league and you need a defensive lineman, Sam Hubbard has been very good. I'm looking at my IDP team. Sam Hubbard of the Bengals. He gets a lot of tackles. You don't need the sacks necessarily. Defensive line, very difficult to find. What did you say? You said Tannehill?
Yep.
That's what I'm going with. From G Child, please pick 2 in PPR. Alan Lazard. Oh, Chris. Alan Lazard, Marquise Brown, Cooper, and Ridley. Pick 2.
Ridley and Cooper?
Can you repeat the question?
Chris, what's your favorite Death Cab song? That's been the big question of the day.
Favorite Death Cab for Cutie song is probably Sound of Settling.
Yeah, that's a great song. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love that one too, Adam.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, you got to listen to Sound of Settling as soon as this is done.
That whole album, Transatlanticism,
Great
is
album,
great.
great.
That and Plans, I think, are the two.
Yeah.
Their 2 best albums.
Yeah. All right, from T-Pair, Cousins, Ryan, or Stafford, 4-point per passing touchdown.
Cousins, but I have all 3 of them ranked in a row. Cousins, Stafford, Ryan, in that order.
Yeah, I almost want to go with Stafford. I think he might have the most upside.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Especially like last week, he finally started throwing the ball downfield, which is not something he'd done all season, but it was what fueled him being the number 2 fantasy quarterback last season in points per game. So if he continues doing that, I think there's just tremendous upside on a weekly basis.
And Bucks DST or Panthers DST?
Panthers.
I think so.
From Captain Shatter, Hollywood Brown. Oh, pick 3. Hollywood Brown, Brashad Perryman, T.Y. Hilton, Tim Patrick, Chad Hansen, Mbop, or Gage.
Perriman, Hansen, and Perriman, not Hansen. Perriman,
Hilton.
Patrick,
Patrick Gage. Okay.
and Hilton.
Hilton. Yeah, I was gonna say Perryman, Hilton, and Tim Patrick.
This is one of the most difficult questions we've gotten so far, I think. I mean, you can make a case for all of these guys.
Yeah.
Hansen, I'm starting in Scott Fishbowl. I really don't have a choice, but I was going to start him actually over Marquise Brown, believe it or not. But I just have this feeling about Marquise Brown. I've liked him all year. He's got a touchdown in 2 straight games. The Browns can't cover anyone. They're depleted in their secondary. So this is a tough one, but go with what they said. From Andy, Herbert or Lamar Jackson?
I'm going Lamar.
I have Herbert 1 spot higher. Break the tie, Adam.
Lamar Jackson. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Herbert. It's the Falcons. But Jacob Gibbs had a great stat supporting Lamar Jackson. It's a really good matchup for him based on what the Browns do defensively, and he has a great history against the Browns. So you should be confident in both of them, but I'm going to go Herbert. Ricky Bobby, Tannehill or Herbert?
Tannehill.
From Mike Breeze, Hines, CEH or Landry?
Landry.
I would go with Clyde.
From N Taylor 808, please help set my lineup. Okay. 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, and 2 flex. Bernard, Hines, Hunt, Sanders, McKissick, Washington. Okay. Bernard, Hines, Hunt, Sanders, McKissick, Washington. It's half PPR, pick 2.
I would go Sanders and McKissick. I would guess I'm the only one who will say Sanders.
I will go McKissick and Hines.
And we all agree on McKissick. I would go McKissick, and I'd probably gamble on Washington. Yeah, but go McKissick and then figure out the rest yourself. Pick a wide receiver. T. Higgins. I think T. It just says Higgins, Antonio Brown, Chark, Curtis Samuel. Finally, an easy one.
Samuel.
Just one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Samuel.
Now a flex from all those running backs is Gio, Hines, Hunt, Sanders, McKissick, Washington, and then Higgins, Antonio Brown, or Chark.
I think I go Hines.
I would go Gio.
Okay. From C Midi 10. Lost the question. Sorry about that. Fooled you. I'll try to find it.
This is rude.
I'm sorry. It was not my fault. Yeah, it's gone. Sorry. From Mamba, full PPR, Connor or Johnson? I guess that's Duke.
Connor.
Connor, yeah.
Karsten Pat, PPR pick 2. James Conner, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Brandon Ayuk, Kiki QT, or Melvin Gordon?
Can you repeat the names?
No. You have to remember.
Okay. All right. That's
Connor,
fine. Moving on.
Connor Edwards-Helaire, Ayuk, QT, Melvin Gordon. Pick 2.
Connor and Clyde.
Connor and Ayuk.
Need a 1 wide receiver and a flex out of Pittman, Tim Patrick, Lazard, DeAndre Washington, Kareem Hunt, and Peyton Barber. So 1 wide receiver, Pittman, Patrick, Lazard. Pick 1.
Patrick.
And a flex out of Pittman, Lazard, DeAndre Washington, Kareem Hunt, Peyton Barber.
Hunt.
I think I would go Washington over Hunt.
From Ricky Bobby, Zeke or Robbie Anderson, PPR.
PPR aspect makes it a lot closer.
I think I'd still go with Zeke. He did have 6 targets last week. So hopefully that continues.
What do you say, Frank?
Yep, the same. Zeke.
From Jason, Gio or Melvin Gordon?
I would go with
Melvin.
I think I'd go Gio. Oh, come on.
You go with Melvin Gordon over Gio?
I just don't really want anything to do with the Bengals offense. I know it's the Cowboys, but Melvin Gordon looked good last week, and it's a great matchup.
By the way, you can put together so many stupid FanDuel lineups this week. There are so many like viable, really cheap options, and my lineups all look very dumb, and I'm very excited for it.
Are you in the FanDuel contest, Frank? We all in?
Yes. I love that I won last week when it was for $1, which means I'm going to get smoked this week now that it's for more.
Oh, yeah, $10 on the line. All right, let's see. C. Colson or CK Olson. Higgins or Shepard? PPR.
I would go with Shepard.
Shepard is going to get you 10 to 13 points in PPR. It's a promise from me to you.
What if he gets you more?
He won't. Then
I hadn't considered that, though. You hadn't considered that potential.
Oh, you might, maybe.
What if he gets you less?
No, that won't happen.
Okay, that's fair.
6 catches in every game with Daniel Jones. So, from Dylan, pick an RB and a flex. Miles Sanders, Wayne Gallman, Corey Davis. Well, let's start with the RB. Sanders or Gallman, PPR?
Gallman.
I guess, yeah.
And a flex. Sanders, Corey Davis, Tyler Boyd, Kiki QT.
Corey Davis.
Yeah. I just have a feeling about Miles Sanders. I just want to put that out there into the world. I have a feeling that Jalen Hurts is going to open up some running lanes, and the big question comes down to the targets. I think he's actually going to run the ball okay, but Hurts is a running quarterback. They don't dump off to their running backs as often as normal quarterbacks. But maybe Miles Sanders, just him and Carson Wentz didn't have the connection lately, and maybe that'll change with Hurts. I don't know.
I have a general optimism like you. I just don't feel it against the Saints, especially when they could get behind quickly. But I get what you're saying. I think you and I strongly believe, I think a lot of people do, we strongly believe in Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
But just very nervous to start him in the fantasy playoffs. Very excited about Corey Davis, by the way. He's going to be, he's been our answer a lot. Chef Boy, our dad, Stafford, Kirk, or Rivers. Did we answer that? No, we didn't. Stafford, Kirk, or Rivers? Kirk Cousins, that is.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Oh, all
Not
right.
Christian Kirk?
I thought you were going to go with Stafford, Chris, over Cousins.
No, we already answered a Cousins Stafford one.
Yeah, I thought you had said Stafford, but
maybe I did.
Very close. Very close.
Stafford
had more upside. PPR, Wayne Gallman or Robbie Anderson?
In PPR, I'll go Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Napstradamus. Oh, I love a good nap. You guys nap?
I can't.
I am physically incapable of napping.
Yeah, falling asleep at night is hard enough for me. I can't fall asleep during the day.
I'm really
if I do, I sleep for 4 hours, and I get mad. Like I wake up angry every time I nap.
Oh God, I'm the best. That is my best skill. The question is DST, Panthers, Ravens, Cowboys football team.
Washington for me.
I really want to pull an executive decision on Heath. We share a team, go way against his rankings and start the Giants over the 49ers. But he's got the 49ers like 12 spots ahead of the Giants, so it feels a little dirty. So I'm not going to do it.
You should do it.
But if the Giants score more, just know I want to. And if the Giants score fewer, just know I'm very loyal to Heath. And I made the right call. From Lalu 711. Dobbins or Debo, half PPR?
Debo.
Dobbins.
From Mike Amato, Goddard or Ingram? Ingram or Goddard? Goddard or Ingram? And Ingram or Goddard? So it's 4 questions. We'll answer them separately. Goddard or Ingram? Let's start with that one.
Man, I think I go with Ingram.
Same.
All right, how about
Don't feel good about it.
Ingram or Goddard?
I'll go Ingram.
I think Ingram.
From McCollin, Antonio Brown or Brashad Perryman?
Perriman.
From
Correct.
Correct. From Suffering. Robinson, Carson, Jones, pick 2. I don't like. You got to give us some last names. Probably James Robinson, Chris Carson, and Aaron Jones.
If it's Aaron Jones for sure.
Yeah, I would go Jones and Robinson.
I think so.
Robinson's got 10 catches in his last 2 games with Mike Glennon?
Yeah.
Something like that.
This is something Glennon liked to do when he was starting for the Bears a couple of years ago too. I think it was weeks 1 to 4 he started. 31% of his pass attempts went to running backs.
Wow, good stat. Stat of the day. From Professor Shane, best Death Cab song is Title Track. That's on the album Before Plans. Yeah, you're wrong about that, but that's okay. It's a fine song. Standard scoring pick 2. Debo, T.Y. Hilton, Kiki QT.
Debo and Kiki.
Correct.
Make sure that I'm right about which album that's on before I embarrass myself. From Steeltown, I need 2 out of Drake, Gallman, and Rojo. Drake, Gallman, Rojo.
Rojo for sure.
Yeah.
And Gallman.
Yeah, there you go. Rojo, baby. I'm so happy to have Ronald Jones in my lineup. I'm really excited about it. All right. What else?
He's going to wear the wrong gloves and get benched. Keyshawn Vaughn's going to have 17 carries for 42 yards.
Stop it, Chris.
Just exactly what I said. First thing I said today, Chris, is Keyshawn Vaughn's getting 20 touches.
I have Ronald Jones in 3 of my leagues, I think. So I'm definitely hoping, and he should be awesome. I just, who knows with Bruce Arians?
He should be good. He's going to get those 20 touches that Bruce Arians promised us. All right, J squared, pick 2. Kamara, Clyde, McKissick. Kamara, Clyde, McKissick.
Kamara and Clyde.
You have a lot of confidence in Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, the way that you feel, Chris, I was going to say this before about Sanders, is how I feel about Clyde. Obviously, for different reasons, there's not a change at quarterback. I just feel like I just have a feeling with Clyde where they didn't use him last week. They kind of messed with everybody. I think they're playing with a big lead. It's a good matchup against the Dolphins. I just have a feeling on Clyde.
I could certainly see it. I have more questions about his playing time than I do Sanders, although I'm not sure that's necessarily founded.
Okay, let's see. We got about 10 minutes left, everybody, so let's get to some more questions. Kiki QT or T.Y. Hilton?
Kiki.
QT.
From Beast. That was good. Kiki QT. I like that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Raheem Mostert, Giovanni Bernard, or Kiki QT? Pick 2.
Can you repeat the question?
Frank's just going to say Clyde Edwards-Helaire and QT, but it's those 2 plus Mostert and Gio.
Yeah, Frank's right.
Okay. Question for Frank. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones. Pick 1.
Oof. Got this feeling, man. Got this feeling about Dalvin Cook. I think I'm going to go with him.
Okay. From Wahoo's Rule, Sammy Watkins or Braxton Berrios?
Oof.
PPR, by the way. Wow.
I would go with
So Berrios has 22 catches for 192 yards and 2 touchdowns in the 4 games where he's played at least 70% of the snaps. I think it comes down to Crowder, and Crowder, we haven't gotten like a is or is not expected to play, right? We're still kind of up in the air.
Yeah, that's correct. And the thing that stinks about this is that Kansas City plays at 1 and the Jets play at 4.
Yeah.
So you have to make the decision now.
I think you'd probably go with Sammy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. From Supreme Fox, Ty Johnson or J.K. Dobbins or Gore, half PPR. Well, Gore's going to play. So Gore or Dobbins.
Yeah, Dobbins regardless of any Jet situation.
This is an interesting name.
Yeah,
Gabby Lucas. Oh, sorry, Chris. Gabby Lucas, House of Dance 2. Is that a movie? Drake or Taylor? Drake or Taylor?
Taylor.
Yeah, I guess.
Gabby Lucas, House of Dance 2. I'm going to put it into Google. See what we get. From Popeye. That's an interesting. Is that a show? T.Y. Hilton, Marvin Jones, Raheem Mostert, Deebo Samuel, and J.D. McKissick. Pick or sit to. Who are you sitting? Hilton, Marvin Jones, Mostert, Deebo, McKissick. Non-PPR.
Mostert and McKissick.
You're going to go with the wide receivers. That's kind of funny. Like, I get it. But in non-PPR, you're going to sit the wide receivers. The running backs, rather. It's interesting.
I would sit Hilton as one of them for me. The other one, probably McKissick.
Okay. And from Dallas Fox, Steelers or Cowboys DST?
Cowboys, I think, which just seems weird to say.
Yeah, I guess. I think the offense, opposing offense matters more than the defense.
Okay. From Josh, Mr. or Duke Johnson? Who do you think Mr. is?
Mostert?
Mostert, probably, right?
Mostert or Dobbins? Okay.
No, Mostert or Duke Johnson.
I would use Duke in full PPR. I would use Mostert in half or non-PPR.
I think that's fine.
Chark or Higgins?
Chark's another guy I have a feeling about.
Yeah, I like Chark. Glennon was throwing the ball deep last week, and I read somewhere that they just missed a few times between Glennon and Chark, and obviously a good matchup. The Titans' defense is bad.
And they should be chasing points for the entire game.
How many catches for Duke Johnson? No Cooks, no Fuller, no David.
4.
That's what I was going to say.
No, I think it's going to be 6 again.
I wish it was. But they've been averaging less than 5 targets for their running backs this season.
But it was last week he had 6 catches, and it was the first game without Fuller.
Sure.
By the way, I watched a Where Are They Now Hanson special because of
they make beer.
They make beer.
There's a Hanson beer line that you can find in your grocery stores.
They also make music.
Their IPA is called Hop.
So, are you serious?
Real crazy.
Yes. No, that's 100% real. I've never been able to find that one in stores, but I found they had a farmhouse ale or something that I got. It was fine.
All right. That's good stuff. All right. From the Laxi. Mike Evans, Kenyon Drake, Deontay Johnson, pick 2, half PPR. Evans, Drake, Deontay Johnson.
Evans and Deontay.
Correct.
Amari Cooper or Josh Jacobs?
Oof.
Jacobs.
Man, I will say Jacobs.
Okay. From Chris Kane's Cats. Oh. Need 2 and half PPR. Lazard, Hilton, Gabriel Davis, and Crowder. Lazard, Hilton, Gabriel Davis, and Crowder.
You got to go away from Crowder. Actually,
no, you don't, because you can pivot to Gabriel.
You could pivot to Davis. But I still think I like the first 2 guys better.
You like Lazard after what they said? They're not going to give him a big workload.
I like Crowder the most of that group, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's more unlikely that he plays than likely.
So how much of a difference do you see between Lazard and Gabriel Davis?
I guess that's fair. They both kind of need to hit on a big play. That's kind of the MO for both of them. So yeah, maybe you go Crowder if he plays. If not, pivot to Davis. And was it Hilton?
Hilton, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Chris, Canes, and Cats, that was 3 things Adam loves.
I would agree with you, but Canes is spelled with a K.
That was amazing. 770 yards of offense they gave up yesterday.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Yeah.
Amazing. 554 rushing yards.
Are you having a season this year?
Not really. No.
I had a bad day yesterday, Chris. I don't need this. My phone broke. Okay, that's bad. DeAndre Hopkins or Chase Claypool, PPR?
Hopkins.
Wow, we got a lot here. All right, rapid fire to finish the show. My goodness, I'm sorry. So many that I have to skip over here. TJ Hawkinson or Mark Andrews?
Andrews.
Landry, Hilton, Mostert, Parker, pick 2. Landry, Hilton, Mostert, Parker, half PPR.
Landry and Mostert.
Landry and Parker. I'm going to be out on an island on Parker. Another guy I have a feeling, big day coming.
All right. From, not going to read your name, PPR, sit 1, wide receiver. Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley, McLaurin, PPR.
Sit McLaurin.
Yeah, I think he's Terry.
Pick a running back, Jacobs, Washington, Hunt.
Jacobs.
Hilton, Boyd, or Hanson?
Hilton.
49ers or Colts?
49ers.
Chris Carson or McLaurin, PPR?
Carson.
Yep.
Curtis Samuel or Antonio Brown, half PPR?
Curtis.
Miles Sanders, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Parker, pick 3. All right, let's pick 2 because you only gave us 3 names. Sanders, Jacobs, Parker.
I would sit Parker.
I think so, yeah.
Sit Parker?
Yeah.
I'm sitting Sanders.
No, you're going to lose.
Adam, I love the Giants jersey. Frank, stop being a hater. LOL. Hunter Henry or Dallas Goedert, non-PPR?
Henry.
PPR, Mostert or Duke Johnson?
Duke.
Christian Kirk or Deebo Samuel, non-PPR?
Deebo.
Did I ask you this one? Yeah, Hilton, Boyd, and Hanson. You said Hilton, right?
Yeah, Hilton.
Josh Allen or Justin Herbert?
Oh, man. I think I would go Allen,
I would go with Allen.
even with the tougher matchup.
Antonio Brown or Sterling Shepard?
Shepard.
Brown.
Start a Griswold movie. Christmas Vacation or Vegas Vacation?
Well, I just watched Christmas Vacation. I haven't seen Vegas.
There's not a single person in the world that would pick Vegas Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas.
Vegas is fine, but it's Christmas. Aaron Rodgers or Justin Herbert?
Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, Rodgers.
Choose 4 in PPR. Oh, come on, Twitch. Don't get rid of these. Ugh, Twitch is making me scroll down. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, somebody yelling at me. We didn't finish their question. Well, you probably asked a lot of questions. I got like 1,000 here. I'm very sorry. I am sorry, genuinely. Pick 1. I'll read it. Fine. You didn't finish my question. Pick 3 running backs. Jones, Eckler, Robinson. Those 3. Connor, Hines, Sanders. Pick 1. This is for a different question. PPR. Connor, Hines, or Sanders?
Connor.
Yeah. Claypool, Cole Beasley, or Curtis Samuel? Pick 1.
Curtis.
Yes.
Claypool or Boyd? PPR.
Claypool.
Debo or Washington? Half PPR.
Debo.
Yeah.
McKissick, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Landry, or Taylor? PPR. McKissick, CEH, Landry, Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Goddard or Hurst? Standard scoring.
Goddard.
Yeah.
Hilton or Claypool? Standard scoring.
Hilton.
Yeah, I guess.
Sit 2. Thielen, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Michael Thomas, Deontay Johnson.
Man, sit 2?
Yeah, Thielen, Allen, Godwin, Michael Thomas, Deontay Johnson.
There's no right answer.
Oh my gosh.
I'd sit Godwin. That's the first name I'd sit.
I'd sit Godwin and Deontay.
I think that's the one. Yeah. Yeah.
Couple more to finish the show. Kyler Murray or Taysom Hill? 10 point for touchdowns.
Taysom.
Yeah.
And got a good one here. The rest of these suck. No, they're all good, but let's get a great one. James Robinson or Austin Eckler, half PPR?
James.
I think I would go with Robinson.
Yep. Robinson across the board. Well, thank you, everybody. We had a big audience today, and we really appreciate it. Hope this was helpful. Best of luck to you. We will talk to you on Tuesday with a waiver wire edition, then on Thursday, and then on Sunday. You know the drill. I want to thank everybody so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it for this last hour. Good stuff. For Chris Towers and Frank Stanfill, I'm Adam Azer. Thanks to all our producers behind the scenes as well. All right, let's go get a win. Let's move on to the semifinals. See you later, everybody.